Stop screen and check box check. Team audio mixer. List box laptop audio. List box starting soon. A.m. Pause phone manual. Mega Man 11 dash YouTube dash Google Chrome. Mega Man 11 dash YouTube. Next left parent shift plus and right parent virtual PC cursor. New left right slider. 50% enter. Lever. 20% volume. 20% virtual. Ops 27.1.3 left home. Default headphones left parent Realtek. Sources list box. List box.
100 followers. Are you guys crazy? Welcome everybody. It is Saturday, November 5th, I think. Let's see.
Saturday, November 6th, 2021.
November 6th. There we go. And, of course, I have set aside this day to celebrate 100 followers here on Twitch. I would like to thank you, everybody who has helped me grow on Twitch since I started streaming back in August. And today we don't have exactly Zelda planned. That may come up. But there's a lot of other things that we can do today. From feedback from you guys, we could do a bunch of things. I have some audio games set up for those who experience some of it on my YouTube channel, and those who I've never seen them before. I can run a very old one, and there's not a brand new one, but a more recent one that I can show you guys. I also want to make this like a suggestion from one of my viewers. Ask me anything, so kind of get to know me, since 100 of you had decided to follow me. If you want to know more about me, we can definitely go through that. But I got to entertain you guys for 3 hours, so hopefully we'll be able to keep this entertaining. know some people have already dropped into the chat here. Yep. Party stream from Flaxer Keith. Welcome. Wonder what's in store today, Drain? I have no idea. We will just go with the flow today. It's nice and informal. I just want to give you guys a good experience today and learn more about me. And Wrecking Wall. VOHIYO with capitals and lower letters. Boy, hey yo. I don't know what that means. Can you explain what that means? That'd be awesome. Yes, Flaxer Keith, you guys are crazy. Yep, Wrecking Wall, congrats, thank you. Yeah, so the older audio game that I wanted to show is called Shades of Doom, and it's a company called GMA Games who makes that particular title. Judge, welcome. Good morning to you as well. Oh, Makatano Kamen almost forgot it was Saturday. That's I'm glad you could be able to still make. Oh, afternoon tea. Well, I have coffee. I don't have tea this morning. Oh, okay. I don't know why it says it. My screen reader on my phone translated as capital V, lowercase o, capital H, lowercase I, capital Y O. That's interesting. Cool. Well, we can start off some with an Ask Me Anything, because it's only 8:03. So, what do you guys want to know? And if you guys don't ask me anything, I'll come up with something. So, just shoot. And then after that, I'll show one of the audio games, then we can do more, and then we'll just keep rolling. Oh, okay. Well, we don't have anything popping in yet. So I'll kind of explain for those who are new, because anybody who's out there, like if you're from my YouTube channel, I think most of you are, but if you found me on Twitch, go ahead and drop a message in the chat so I can know that you're new to my content. Drain asks, what is the plan after Zelda, Twilight Princess? So, I would really love to play Twilight Princess. And I think I have a computer powerful enough, and I think the emulator is stable enough that Dolphin can run Twilight Princess. Because I'm kind of torn since I did Ocarina of Time on YouTube. I'm doing Majora's Mask on YouTube. I'd also like to do the playthrough of Majora's Mask on Twitch as well for those who only are Twitch watchers. But Twilight Princess is beckoning as well, so maybe I could do those at the same time. Mainly Twilight Princess and just Majora's Mask occasionally. Or, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and... Oh! Let me make sure I get your username correct. Yeah, Tanil. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Tanil found me on YouTube. Thank you. I'm glad you're new. And thank you. You're new. Thank you for joining the stream. So, to kind of go back to how I got actually started. So, there's a company out there called Oddworld Inhabitants. They make indie games. Their main games are based around an alien named Abe, who is tasked with rescuing his fellow Mudokons, which are the creatures of Oddworld. Now, there are 3 main games that they came out with. There was Abe's Odyssey, which was the first one, Abe's Exodus, and then Munch's Odyssey. Actually, there's a few others. There's Stranger's Wrath. And then they did a remake of the first one called Oddworld New and Tasty. And then they just came out with Oddworld Soulstorm. But Abe's Odyssey and Exodus were the first 2 I was introduced to. Abe's Odyssey was hard because every time I would die, it would go back to a save point. So I would have to kind of track myself to a dangerous area and try it again. But if it got a long distance between areas. It just is very, very tedious. Abe's Exoddus came out with its own save state feature, just like the one I use in my emulator, but it's built into the game instead of an emulator. And through that, I was able to beat the game 100%. I reached out to the company just as an email saying, hey, thank you for making such a wonderful game, such wonderful sound design. I'm a blind gamer, really enjoyed your title. I'm just like... Tanil, great. I'm glad I pronounced that correctly. I'm just checking chat. I got to do the original Oddworlds. I would love to. Because what that company did is they reached out to me. It's like kind of a PR thing. It's like, hey, we would like to feature you on our channel and in our blog and stuff like that you can beat this game. So we ran with it, did a whole interview, made a whole video, posted it on YouTube. And that was back in May of 2011. And they encouraged me to also make my own YouTube channel and start posting stuff. And that's where it started, is I posted my Abe's Exoddus video that they made, and then I started creating my own stuff. I did a few videos of Oddworld, but then I jumped into Ocarina of Time. Now, Ocarina of Time, I had beaten it by that point already, but and I was a student in college, so I just did it in my dorm room, and I just passed the game, and I'm like, yay! But I really wanted to show it, and once it got started, I just built up momentum and kept posting videos about Ocarina of Time. Literally, the people I was living with, I would sit in a chair. You guys remember if you've seen all of my old videos where I have speakers duct taped to my chair. I'm not using headphones. I'm using an old 360 controller, and I'm recording on a camcorder that takes those little tiny micro tapes. It was a crummy camera. And like you can hear the feedback in the background from the camera, and then I had to upload those into a computer and then edit and upload to YouTube. So then there was, well, let me check chat. Yeah, so but then about halfway through that, about 2012, I think, or 2013, I basically graduated from college. I moved, and then it was hard for me to actually get set up because someone would help me set up my camera. So it kind of drifted off and I forgot about it until late 2015. I picked Zelda back up again, found a way I was using a MacBook because I somehow got dragged into Macs were great. I've come to realize that they are not great for my use. So I'm back on Windows. But I used screen capture without showing my webcam, and I was able to beat the rest of it. And on January 2nd, 2016, I posted my video of beating Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Ghost Cam. Yeah, Ghost Cam. Those were really cheap speakers, and actually, no. Wait a minute. No, those weren't cheap speakers. Those were actually Bose. Because it was a Bose 2.1 surround sound system that they created. Because I had the speakers on my chair, and then underneath my chair, it was actually hollow, so I had a subwoofer under my chair. I thought that was cool. And then the big TV was actually just my computer monitor that Dell had sent me with the computer I bought. So yeah, I think that's where I really wanted to start streaming Ocarina of Time on YouTube, is because I wanted to give an updated, upgraded version of it, and to show that I can get through areas a lot easier now. Plus, you guys helped me cut down on so much time that we beat the first 3 temples and got into adult in less than 10 episodes is incredible. With getting a lot of the stuff that you could get up to that point to 100% the game. Yeah, Ghost Cam, waiting for the next EP. Definitely will be coming. We're going back to a child, and we're going to get a lot of the upgrades and stuff, so when we head for the Fire Temple, we'll have a lot more health and a lot more upgrades. Drain says, hope you try classic shooter. Let me get the name. Wolfenstein, yeah. I think Doom is, first of all, one of the first ones I want to try. Because Drain kind of explained to me, for classic shooters, there's no, up and down. You kind of just, turn left and right in a circle and aim towards the enemies and shoot. The only limitation will be is if those games have 3D sound. For instance, GoldenEye 007 on the N64, classic. People love it. The sound design is terrible because there's no footsteps. The enemies, when they shoot, they only have proximity, like it sounds like it's either close or far away, but there's no 3D sound. It could be left, right, or behind you. There's no indication of where they are. So I'm hoping I can find some games that have better sound design than that. Oh, Judge Desk, good question. Okay, Judge is asking, how did I manage to play Magic back in the day? I think that's the question. Okay, did I ever mention that I played Magic the Gathering? That's interesting. I assume that's what you're referring to, Judge. And I see other questions. I'll get to those here in a sec. So what I did is I have a Braille writer. It's a machine like a typewriter where you put paper and stuff in, and you can type Braille on it. So since I wasn't collecting really valuable cards, they were just starter sets, I would literally just put the cards in my Braille writer and Braille on the cards. I feel some people cringing. It's like, no, these were multi-million-dollar produced cards. They weren't anything special. But I would kind of put on there just like Lava Axe, but I would put like L Axe or something. I would kind of abbreviate it, and then I would have to memorize what the effects of my cards were. And then that's how I was able to play. If I was doing it now, what I would probably do is get some of those card sleeves, the ones that you use to protect your cards, and put the Braille onto those. So that way I can have my cards not be brailled, and if I got any valuable ones, I can. But I don't really have anybody to play with now, so I'm not really collecting the cards anymore. Let's see. Mototakuna comment said, if we're doing questions, do you feel about this? And then 3 stars. Then it says, oops, rip link. So, Makadu comment, I guess I might be misunderstanding your question about RIP link. Oh, episode in the old, yeah. Oh, you mean, another episode of me doing Majora's Mask on YouTube? It is, if that's what you mean, it is coming. It's just, I'm suffering from a little burnout, because after I beat a big temple and produce a lot of videos, I get a lot of burned out. I found a Minecraft map called One Block that I've been thoroughly enjoying, so I'm like, I want to play One Block, but I gotta create videos for you guys. So I will say that the first part for the mini game with the torches is complete, and I recorded beating Got again last night. So it's coming. I want to do the mini bosses, and that video will be close to finished. Yeah, Drain says Doom is a little harder than Wolfenstein because it has ledges and stairs. So that will definitely be a challenge. Flaxer Keef. Flaxer Keef, is that pronounced Shimu? Shimu. Sorry, I'm too white for that. Shimu. I've never heard of that game. I'll have to definitely check it out for sure. Yeah, Flaxer Keith, figure out, I would definitely want to do that. Like, if I want to do some retro games, you guys kind of shout out. I see if I can find a ROM to emulate it and say, hey, besides the menus and everything, I'll have to have someone help me get through those, but I'll go to the main game and say, hey, how can I get through this? Of course, Dev do diddly do. I'm sorry you're tired from work, but go get some sleep. Thank you so much for coming and for the congrats, and see you in future streams. Yeah, Multinu comment, sorry. The links don't work in Twitch for some reason, and I think that's just the default filters. I didn't do that on purpose, so. Oh, okay. So Multinu comment, if you I don't know if you're part of my Discord or not, but if you go over there, or in one of my YouTube videos, if you want to post a link, then I can watch it, and then I can give you feedback on like the next stream or something. Yes, Drain, you are correct. The next thing in Majora's Mask is I'm working on the Frog Choir. For those who know the game, to get a piece of heart, all this for a piece of heart, you have to defeat the mini-boss Gecko in both Woodfall Temple and Great Bay Temple, talk to the frogs, then you have to talk to the frog in the laundry pool, and the one in the Southern Swamp, and then you have to defeat Got, again, in the Snowhead Temple to turn it spring, then you can finally talk to the frogs with the Don Garrow's Mask, which has its own quest, and then you finally get one piece of heart for it. Yeah, Drain's also saying, I hope you are able to do the Goron races. That's another thing I want to try. I want to try to get the Gilded Sword. That would be so cool if I could do the Goron races, so. Yeah, I think... Okay, Shenmue. Thank you, to comment. So I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That because my screening software is also going to mess it up as well. Gotcha, Flaxer Keith. Thank you. Oh, that's true. If it's a retro game, the menus really can't be that complicated. So to kind of finish up my beginnings on content creation, 2016, finished Ocarina of Time. Great. My viewers jumped through the roof. Like, I almost got just over 18,000 subscribers. Then I decided to quit. It was terrible. It was the worst decision I ever made. I think at that point I was starting to date, and I met my wife, and we got married in 2018. I bought a house. So I basically took my life at that point and threw it up in the air and just complicated everything. And I also got burned out too. I also posted fitness videos, but they kept getting like flagged for not inappropriate, but music, because in the CrossFit gym they'd play music and it'd always flag them, so that was obnoxious. So I tried fitness, I tried Q&A, kind of other stuff, and I just fell off. And 3 years later, I finally came back in early 2019. Yeah, Ghost Cam is saying the temple in Majora's Mask, the Stone Tower Temple, is going to be so fascinating. I am excited to take that temple on because I know it's... When people kind of list the most exciting or difficult temples in the Zelda series, Stone Tower Temple is usually up on the top of the list because of its mechanic that it flips. And that is so cool to me. The sword upgrade is going to be hard. The Goron races is the only thing between me and the Gilded Sword. If I can do that, we've got it. So, yeah, I would even if like they're like, hey, let me just post a link or something, or hey, I don't care if you take the revenue, but just don't put my video down. I'm okay. They would get a lot more exposure if they would just like let people play their music and then flag it and take it away. But there's probably more to that than I'm thinking. And Ghost Cam, you're probably meaning the sword upgrade, not the Gilded Sword, but the Fairy Sword, the Rainbow Sword. That's going to be cool too. I'm definitely going to try to get that. But getting the 15 stray fairies in Stone Tower Temple, I don't think will be too difficult. There's one that Flaxer Keith actually mentioned in my Discord where you have to roll as a Goron through some lava traps and stuff to get to a stray fairy. That will probably be the most difficult one, but it also takes time because you have to reflip the temple back and then go almost back to the boss door again, and then flip it again, and yeah, you have to backtrack some, but it takes time, so we'll see. Yeah, the Stone Tower Temple is probably, when you hear remixes of stuff online about Zelda music, the Stone Tower Temple is very popular remixed for sure. So the reason I started getting back into YouTube is because I really wanted to start creating. So I was literally in my basement here at the house. No, not this house. It was the old house. Yeah, in 2019, we I just had my MacBook and I got the emulator going again, and I just started doing what. Well, okay. So I think what happened is I got my Discord still, and I'm like, I want to do Twilight Princess. I can emulate Twilight Princess. Can I please do that? But then people on my Discord are like, hey, dude, you said you were going to do Majora's Mask. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I did say that, didn't I? It was either between that or Dark Souls, and I said I'm going to do Majora's Mask. So that's how that got started. And then I started posting videos of it. We're actually just past the 2-year mark. I posted my first Majora's Mask video on 2019, October 29th, 2019. Then, if you can see from the quality of my videos, as I started producing Majora's Mask videos, my quality slowly started to increase because I went from a MacBook to a Dell G5 laptop, and I was producing videos on that for a very long time. And then I finally, just this year, like I think April or May, got a Dell XPS desktop. Now I'm finally doing streaming and recording on, so the quality has dramatically improved. Oh yes, Drain says, plenty to do before I head to the next temple, and he's right. There is a load to do. I got to get the Gyros mask first.
8:22 a.m.
Yeah, Flaxer Keith. Is it your son? Yep. Yeah, your 4-year-old loves singing the music of Majora's Mask. It is great. It has the classic tunes, but then it has some originals that are really good. So, a lot of people, it's like, oh, look at Terry, he's got 17.9 subscribers. And I'm like, however, that is not a reflective of my current customer or viewer base because of the long breaks I took. So, a lot of those are probably empty accounts. So, but I still am very thankful for everybody that joins me for those videos. And I just enjoy creating content now. I don't know if I'll get the same blow up like when I beat Ocarina of Time. I got a lot of interviews and everything. I ended up on Wired and a few other things. But I don't know if I'll get the same recognition for that because it's like Terry just beat another Zelda game. It's not as explosive as it was the first time. So, but we'll see. If I get something, that's great. If I get nothing, that's great because I just want to create content for you guys. And now that I've decided to do streaming on Twitch, just being more involved with you guys, not only to get to know you guys more, and we do this together, but you guys are helping me save so much time on these games. And because of you guys, I would never thought Portal was possible. Now we're almost through, we're in Chamber 15. There's only 19 chambers in the game, and then of course the whole boss level section, but we're through the majority of the game. The percentage of the chamber lengths might skew that a bit, maybe halfway. But I never thought I'd be able to get that far without you guys, so. Ghost Cam asks, Terry, can I ask you, is your wife blind as well? No, she is not. She has no eye problems whatsoever. We actually met, yeah. So, we actually met in 2016 at the church I attend. I just started attending there right after the Super Bowl in February here in Aurora, Colorado. I met her there, and then we just started dating. Then we broke it off for a bit. And then we started dating. Broke it off for a bit. Started dating. Got really close. And then in 2018, I proposed July 2017, and we were married in June of 2018. And now we've been married 3 years. We bought a house together. So like I said, the old house is when I started this. We bought a house in October. And so, no, but my wife doesn't have any visual disabilities or any. But she actually is a member of the Colorado Air Force National Guard is what she does. And that's where she's actually at today. She is at drill. They have to do drill weekend, once a month, I'm sorry. Yeah, Drain, that's true. Many people sub and then don't come back. Because one thing I dislike about what YouTube does is when you sub, you expect to get notifications when that person updates or uploads something. But it defaults to periodic notifications. It doesn't default to all, which I wish they would do, because if a person subs and then they forget to do that, they'll never get notifications about uploading. Hey, thank you so much for I believe that's a sub. Sub or resub. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. But I think that I wish YouTube would change that so they would always be like all notifications when you automatically subbed. The superb owl. What do you mean? What do you mean, Makatudo Kamen? Superb owl? Do. Cool. Oh, let me make sure I get the username right. Per Swift. Per Swift. Per Swift. Thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. Okay, Ghost Cam. I hope you're having fun with whatever you're doing. You're on the move. So, cool.
8:20 a.m. 8:20 a.m.
Well, it's about 8:30. We've been streaming for about half an hour. Let's go ahead and show you guys the first audio game that... It was one of the first video games that I ever really played, even before Abe's Exoddus. I mean, this game came out in the early 2000s, and you'll learn by the sound quality that it's that way. Now, one limitation I do have is the game is so old that every time you get it on a new computer, you have to reach out to the company to get your product key, because I forgot my product key. But that takes a while for you to get it back, so you can only play the first level. I think there's a way to cheat it to get to the second level, but... Coffee. So, let's go ahead and get... So Ghostcam has a question. I can't say that word on Twitch because they get really upset about people who do. I'm going to call it the beer bug, if you guys understand what that means. He said, did the beer bug help your viewers? And I think it did, because there was a lot more people at home. And if you notice, when I started doing, like, in 2020 and stuff like that, my viewer base views went up. And just as 2021, like right around August, where everybody started going back to school, it dive bombed. So, okay, not dive bombed, but it definitely went down by a lot. And I think that's it because everybody went back to school. So I do think because a lot of people were at home, everybody's viewer base was up. But if you go and look at someone's YouTube channel, like even pros, and watch the views go up and down, I think the beer bug definitely had an impact on that. So... yeah, Drain says, it sounds like you need to pirate that game. I mean, it probably wouldn't be that hard. I'd probably find someone who put a Shades of Doom product key out there. But if the company gets back to me, it's free. It doesn't cost me anything. So, and I can't say that I'm against pirating when I emulate Nintendo 64 titles. Yeah. I actually got that from a YouTube channel I watched. Yeah, I call it the beer bug. It doesn't upset Twitch or YouTube bots. So, okay. All right, so let me go ahead and stop this. Now, I'm going to keep my webcam up because this game, I'm doing it for one reason. One, I'm too lazy to create a scene for capture display of a game that doesn't have any video. And two, I want you guys to I don't want to give you guys anything to look at. I think there's a minor display for Shades of Doom, but I really want you guys to notice the game from just your ears. Judge wants me to try what? Hearthstone. Oh, that's a card game, isn't it? Yeah. And I think you sent me some stuff for accessibility. I'm sorry that I haven't had the time to look at it, but I definitely want to give it a try because that's just future content for the channel. You demand to see the video of the video game with no video. Up in the comment, I will say for everybody, if you can, grab headphones because it will be you won't be able to gain the experience without having headphones. So that will definitely be required. Now, the one thing I will say is it's capturing my computer audio, but I think this game tends to be a little louder in volume for reasons. So you guys let me know if it's too loud, if you can't hear me, or I'll try to talk when there's not action going on. So I'm hoping I can just type in the
Search box edit.
Oh, I still have that on.
Help for shades D, help for shade, play shades S, play shades of Zoom app, press right to switch escape.
Okay.
Escape.
So let me turn off JAWS.
Unloading JAWS, webcam only.
Because if I just type in shades, it should just start right up, hopefully. Okay, I think the product key box is still up. Yeah, before you enter your product key, every time it launches, it's like, do you want to enter your product key?
Cancel button.
Yeah.
Okay button.
Okay.
Enter game ordering wizard dialog. Would you like to have the ordering wizard help you click? Yes button. No button. Enter
No.
registration dialog. Would you like to enter your game? Cancel button. Yes button. No button. Enter.
No.
1, 2,
There we go.
7, 2.
Unloading JAWS. Shades of Zoom.
Oh no.
Welcome to Shades of... Select from menu.
That's not the way I want to do it.
Play game. Play game. Exit.
Thank you for trying the demo version.
Sorry, I want to try that again. I hit escape and it totally skipped the beginning sequence.
JAWS new notification.
Yeah, you're cool, Flaxer Key. That's cool. Come on to the comment. Cool. Yeah, Blind Man's Resident Evil. I mean, if I ever get to the point where I can do consoles and get capture cards, I want to give Last of Us 2 a try. Because they have a lot of accessibility features built into that game. Okay, so let's do this again.
Search box edit AH. See web D, E, S, see web results. Press escape, escape, escape.
That's typed
Search
wrong.
box S, help for shade E, S, play shades of Zoom, enter.
Okay.
Shades of Zoom 1.2 dialog. Product security. Cancel. Okay, but enter.
Blah,
Game
blah,
ordering. Yes
blah.
button. No button. Enter. Enter. Register. Cancel. But yes button. No button.
Okay, so
Unloading
unload JAWS and enter.
1, 2, 7,
Now don't
2.
touch anything.
Welcome to Shades of Doom, a GMA game. Version 1.2. Select from menu. Play game.
Okay, so now we're in the menu. You guys let me know if that volume for the game is like way too loud. I can try to quiet it down in OBS. It does have a story, and I was going to play that drain. You're bleeding a lot. That's great. Yeah, I guess laying in bed listening to an audio game is great because guess what? You don't have to watch it.
Play game.
Okay.
Play game.
Oh.
Play. Listen to story.
Okay, I'm gonna get you guys to listen to the story. I'm not gonna say anything. This will take a few minutes because it's a quite an extensive story. They did a good job.
The top of the mountain is clearly visible as your shuttle slowly descends towards the island. You peer up from the controls and see wisps of clouds flicker by your canopy. Breaking through the ceiling, the beauty of the scene is marred by the sight of lines of plasma cannons bristling from shore and mountainside batteries. The high-security military research base, funded and run by the FDN, was totally constructed within the mountain, making it impregnable to all, including a direct nuclear attack. The research performed is of the highest security and secrecy, but even with your considerable clearance level, you only have a vague idea of what goes on in the rapidly approaching base. You wonder to yourself, what are they working on down there? Is it human genetic enhancements, or even biological transformations? Rumors abound, but only a few know this place even exists, and the few who really know what's happening here are cloistered behind thick titanium walls. 2 hours ago, all transmissions from the base abruptly stopped, and since you were in the area, FDN Command ordered you to investigate and immediately report back. After landing the craft near the main blast doors, you grab your high-velocity bolt gun, your night scope, and a fully charged EVA belt, and walk towards the guard building. Staring at the security panel, your retina is scanned, and the 1-meter thick doors quietly open. All is silent. The backs of empty chairs stare back at you as you quickly scan the administrative front office. The room appears as if the previous occupants left in a great hurry. Half-eaten sandwiches and full coffee containers litter the desks. High-security consoles are left on, leaving them vulnerable to unauthorized eyes. You spot a sheathed long knife in an open drawer, and you take it and strap it to your belt, alongside the EVA. You then notice a standard-issue med kit on a nearby desk, and you impulsively drop it in your jacket pouch. You sit down at a nearby desk and begin to read a half-finished report, glowing brightly from a console. Daily Log, August 18th, 2073. The final stage of the experiment is scheduled for 1200 hours today. After 3 years of work, John Britton, senior scientist, feels that we only have a fair chance of succeeding. He feels the risks are high, but because of the current political situation and its inherent threat to the security of the Federation of Democratic Nations, I told him to continue. I turned down his request to extend the deadline another 3 months. I have informed the Senate that I will take all responsibility for this decision on myself. Because of the safety measures in place, I personally feel there is little risk. You notice that the report is unfinished, and note that the timestamp on the last sentence was 11:58 hours. You scan the screen and notice an icon labeled Experiment Startup and Shutdown, and you select it and proceed to read. You scan quickly through the preamble and find some text that looks promising. Section 2.1. Security considerations have resulted in designing 2 devices. The experiment startup device will be controlled by John Britton and his 5-man management team, and it has been configured so that at least 4 of the 5 must enter their codes to execute initiation. To avoid a costly, unauthorized shutdown, the shutdown device is controlled by the security team. The team must enter 4 color-coded data wafers, 1 green, 1 blue, 1 yellow, and 1 white. Only 2 of the officers in the team know the sequence of entry. During an experiment, there will be at least 1 person on duty with a green data wafer, several with a blue, many with the yellow, and a large number carrying white data wafers. To shut down the experiment, the data wafers must be entered into the shutdown device in the correct order. If the order is incorrect, all data wafers entered thus far will be destroyed, rendering them useless. The device will then be randomized and the data wafers must be reinserted, but the required order will be changed. This would eliminate the chance of panic on the part of a few staff, or from an abort caused by a limited enemy infiltration, prematurely shutting down the experiment. We feel that the chance of needing these measures is minimal, but it is best to be on the safe side. The door at the end of the room is slightly ajar. Above the door is a red light flashing continuously over a sign stating "Authorized personnel only." You walk across the room, open the door completely, and cautiously walk through. To your surprise, you hear the electronically controlled door slam behind you as the security lock engages. The light in the tunnel is limited, and so you switch on the EVA and night scope. You can hear the echo of your boots, the soft ping of the night scope, and the wind blowing through the tunnel from the west as you proceed down the passage. As you make your way forward, the sound of an emergency announcement can be heard.
Emergency, emergency. Please evacuate the base. Emergency, emergency. Please evacuate the base. Emergency, emergency.
Select from menu. Listen to story.
Yep, and that's the story of Shades of Doom. It has a very Doom type of feel for it. It's a little low. So, no, it's not too late for the AMA. The AMA will continue throughout the whole thing. So, my wife actually made this shirt off Vistaprint, I think. So, I don't know. They're not mass produced. But we can try to see if we can come up with something to try to get you one, or if anybody wants one. So, I haven't set up trying to sell merch or anything. Like, I know Teespring does something like that. So I haven't investigated that yet because I don't know if there would have been enough interest. But if content creation still goes well, that is something we could probably do in future. Oh, Richard Black Eye. I think I said that right. Oh, I'm sorry. Richard Black Eye. Yeah, it reminds them of the mission introduction in Warcraft. Okay. Oh, Telltale Games. Govscam says it sounds like the Telltale Games, except more detailed. This is, an audio version of Out of This World. Let me see. Ghostcam says how to set up. Definity. Original. Sim 2. Yeah, I don't know anything about that game, but we could look into it possibly in future to see if we can try to get something. Okay.
Listen to story.
So it's a little low. Is it too low, or do you guys really want me to try to increase the volume? Because there's going to be gunshots and stuff, so we can maybe play a little bit to see if it's low, and then I can see if we can increase it or not. Overhead RPGs, okay. Thank you, Drain. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it was hard to hear the guy in voiceover. Okay. Well, let's give it a try. Because sorry about the mic. We can always go and change the volume. I'm hoping I can do that good in LBS. Okay.
Sound help. Play game.
Okay, so I'm going to play a game.
Use the arrow keys to
To
select your experience level. Bring them on.
The experience levels in this game, they did interesting. There's...
It's my turn, Daddy.
It's my turn, Daddy, for the first one.
Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
Bring them on.
Bring them on.
So you think you've had it bad so far?
So you think you've had it bad so far, and...
It's a good day to die.
It's a good day to die. They went a little creative on the experience level. So I'm going to go, it's my turn, Daddy.
So bring 'em on. It's my turn, Daddy. Would you like training mode? No.
And if you choose the easiest experience level, it asks you if you want training mode. I'm going to say no.
Press F1 for help.
Level 1.
Okay, so we are now in the game. It kind of left us where the end of the story was, so you can hear the alarm ahead of us. Okay, so the way you navigate in this game is it's arrow keys to move forward and back. So that's your boots. That's you running, moving back. You can hold shift and move the arrows, and you'll move left and right, which you can't really tell now because there's not a sound indicator. Now, I am facing,
100%.
That's my health.
Bio grenades.
I gotta find out.
17, 18. West.
Okay.
West.
R tells you which direction you're facing. Oh, hold on. We got an enemy already. Hear that laughter?
All night.
It might be too far away.
Manual bolt gun.
It's a mad scientist.
18, 17, 18, 17,
Stop it.
18, 17, 18, 17, 18, 17, 18, 17, 18.
Oh, come on. I'm shooting him. I'm running forward. There we go. Got him. Okay. Sorry I had to take care of that. That is a mad... It was one of the characters called a mad scientist, and they can take your stuff. So I just ran forward. You heard the sound of the scope, I hope, as... Wait, again? Okay, so you can hear the high pitch of the scope. If you aim toward it, it gets...
Manual bolt gun.
It took my stuff. Hold on.
Are you sure you would like to quit?
No.
Yes or no?
Okay, that drum sound means he's behind me.
East. Enter in 11 feet. 11, 18, 11.
Oh,
18,
sorry.
11, 18,
Sorry I
11,
keep
18,
causing that. I keep trying to use
11,
the...
11, 18, 11, 18, 11, 18, 11.
Hold on. I am giving a really bad description of that because stuff has already tried to
Are you sure
happen.
you would like to quit? Yes or no? East.
Emergency. Please evacuate the base.
Mancheck taken.
Emergency.
Okay, let me go back. Now that I've given a very horrible introduction to the game, I'm going back to where I was. Oh,
Are you sure you would like to quit? Yes or no?
I keep trying to use the arrow, WASD for movement, because I've played so many games that use that now, but those are not in this game, so... Okay. Yeah, I hate science. Kill him, so I did. So that was just a mad scientist is what it called. Most of the things in this game are just zombie-like characters. Yeah. A blind half-life. That'd be another cool game to learn how to play. Okay, so as I was explaining, the S key is for my scope, but you may not be able to hear it because it's so quiet when you're not targeting anything. W tells you your position like a grid pattern.
18.
H is your health.
100%.
R is direction.
West.
D is
Are you sure
an...
you would like to quit? Yes
I
or
keep
no?
pushing escape to exit menus, and that's not right.
Mancheck.
And then tab opens a menu with your inventory.
Mancheck.
So all I got is a med kit. So to move sideways, I said left and right. Now to turn 90 degrees, you have to hold control and push one of the arrow keys. So if I'm facing west, to turn south.
South.
Now if you heard I'm facing south, but the alarm sound went to my right. Oh, turn back west.
West.
And then north.
North.
Now it should be in my left ear.
West.
There is also some ambient sounds that they made, but I find them not very useful. So, okay, so let's head forward. Remember, arrow keys for movement. Going past the alarm. I tripped over the dead scientist's body.
Door in 7 feet.
Okay, so every time you get a new object, the voice is going to tell you that you have something ahead of you. Now, it's a door, and it's on... If I'm facing west, you can hear it's a little on your left side if you're using headphones. So that means it's on the left side of the hallway. So if I turn south...
South. Door ahead 6.
Nope, stop using that.
Door ahead 6. Door ahead 6.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Door ahead 6. Door ahead 6.
Okay. So I'm using shift and I'm walking sideways.
Door in 7 feet.
And you can kind of see it's centered in my view now. So if I turn on my scope, because you never open doors without your being armed,
Manual bolt gun.
and my bolt gun.
9, 18.
Oh, I tried to move with the arrow key, the W again. Okay, I don't hear a monster in here yet. Okay, now to get information for a room, you push the X key. I'm not in the room yet. There we go.
20 by 10 feet. There is an exit from the room behind.
So the room is 20 by 10 feet, exit from the room behind. Can you guys hear that EVA voice okay? Okay, I'm going to check the rest of this room. And when you hit a wall, it sounds like that. So there's nothing in this room. I don't hear any object indicators or anything.
North.
So I'm turning around and we're going to leave. And turn left. So we're heading back down the hallway.
Door in 4 feet.
Oh, I was close enough to the door that it opened. On the left side of the hallway, so I turned south again.
682.
And this is a bigger room. Scope,
Manual bolt gun.
gun. Oh, you hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear it, it's a monster. But see how the ping of my night scope got higher? If you aim away from the monster, it drops in pitch. If you aim toward it, as rotating yourself using the arrow keys, it gets louder. And when you hear that sound, you're aimed, and then you can fire. And then the sound goes away when it dies.
South.
So I'm gonna enter the room more. Oh, there's another monster.
Proximity biodisruptor mine in 11 feet. South.
Okay, and I'm on easy difficulty, so it doesn't take many hits to kill them. Yeah, always open doors after arming yourself. Okay, Mark the new comment. Sounds fine, and I don't know, you mentioned it was a little low for this story, so good to hear. Don't shoot, I'm with the science team. Is that... So are you able to translate zombie? So does... mean, don't shoot, I'm with the science team? Alright, so if you hear the... That is an object on the floor, and the EVA kind of lets know it's a biodisruptor mine. Oh.
85.
Oh, I pushed A, and that tells you your ammo. So, it's ahead of me, so if I head forward... Now, if it drops in pitch, that means you passed it and it's behind you. So, a little to my left.
Proximity biodisruptor mine. Taken. White data wafer. Taken.
So, if you remember, it said about the data wafers, so I got a white one. And that other sound you hear when you enter bigger rooms, they put equipment in the room, or it's just some kind of sound so you can have something to navigate by. But let's get the information about the room.
20 by 40 feet. There is
Next
to
to the room
behind.
behind. So, this room is bigger. It's 20 by 40 feet. Yeah, it sounds like a Half-Life quote. So, these bigger rooms, you really got to go through the entire room around the walls, because if it's...
East.
if you're far enough away from an object, you'll miss it. So, that's the wall.
South.
South. Okay, I'm in this corner. Now, if you hear... I don't know, for those who are really using headphones, if you can... I'm walking straight forward and back. If you can hear an echo on my right of my footsteps and not on my left... That means you're close to a wall on your left, but there's open space to your right, so you can use that as a navigation.
West.
So I'm turning west. Okay, I'm on the opposite
North.
side of the room. I'm heading north again, just getting the whole room.
East.
Okay, now, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but see how I'm walking backward. There's an echo to my right, but if I get close enough to the door, it's on my left. There's an echo on my left now, and that means there's an exit there you can go through. So that's the door back out north into the hallway. Now we're back in the hallway.
West.
Turn west and head down the hallway some more. Okay. Okay, passage to our left,
South.
so I'm turning south. And I only know that because I've played this game so many times. Turning west.
East.
Or east, if you heard the echo of my boots when when the hallway was on my left. So I'm running down this hallway.
Door in 6 feet. North.
Okay, so I'm going to turn toward it.
Manual bolt
Arm myself
gun,
again.
11 13. 11 13.
Oh, come on, stop pushing W. Okay, no enemy in that room. And I know for a fact that it's almost like a closet.
North. Equipment to the
No, stop it. I keep trying to use the...
north.
It's so small, I don't think they're going to give me info for it. Yeah, it's such a small room that they won't give me info for it. So I'm going to come
East.
face east again and walk down the hallway. Oh, I have to go back in the hallway. There we go. Walking east again.
Door in 3 feet. North.
Okay.
Manual bolt gun.
Monster. Oh, where'd you go?
North. East. South. West.
Oh, he's behind me. Hold on. Uh-oh.
Long knife.
Now, if you heard my character scream there a bit, I actually got hurt because I let him get too close. I think he actually came from the hallway.
Long knife.
Now, if you hear that sound, that's me using a knife, that knife that I found, or you have...
Bare fist.
So you can use, if they get to you, you do have close-up
Manual
weapons.
bolt gun.
So,
North.
north is... Let me turn west, because this room is...
40 by 10 feet. There is an exit from the room to the left.
So, I'm facing west. It's a long, thin room because it's 40 by 10 feet. But if I head forward...
Opening in floor. In 20 feet.
So there's an opening in the floor. You really don't want to go down that because that will actually warp you to level 2. And... Hey, howdy, Seal. Stola. I hope you're doing well. We are... So what we're playing is an audio game called Shades of Doom. It's a game designed just for the blind, so...
East.
Alright. So I'm gonna head back out this room.
South.
I hope my descriptions of what's going on is accurate enough. I can understand that it's still kind of confusing. So...
Door. In 6 feet.
So there's echo to our right, so there's a hallway going to the south, but there's also a door to our north. So I'm turning north. Scope. How much ammo do we have? 83.
92.
Our health is 92. That's good. Okay.
Manual bolt gun.
Manual bolt gun. Monster. There we go. I'm gonna back up a bit. Nope. Because there's another one.
Long
Oh, he's too
knife.
close.
Manual bolt gun. Long knife. Data wafer. In 4 feet.
Okay.
North. 18. 13. Yellow. Data wafer. Taken. Timed and blast mine. In 3 feet. Timed and blast mine. Taken.
Okay, turn my scope off. The scope has batteries, by the way. You can lose your scope. Okay. Head into this room.
Security check. In 16 feet.
Now you heard the beep, the before it'll start it. That means there's multiple objects that are found. So if we use D,
Security chip to the left. 14.
security chip to the left, so you can get some proximity information about objects.
Medkit ahead. 16. Data wafer ahead. 16. Door behind. 2. Security chip to the left.
So that's how I can. If you don't want to navigate like to the objects by sound, you can use the D key to actually use a menu to give you proximity information.
18. 15.
Oh.
North.
Oh no! I did continuous walking.
Security chip taken. Medkit in 20 feet. Medkit in 19 feet. Medkit taken. White data wafer taken.
Okay, so those were the objects in the room. So. Okay, so
South.
how are we doing on time? Oh, hold on. Notifications on my phone block the time. About 9 o'clock. Cool, we're doing well.
18. 16.
Okay, so let's head out of here. Alright. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna... That's about all the descriptions I get. Let's try to do some of this level like I would be playing it. So I'm gonna try to be less quiet so you guys can hear what's going on.
North. South.
Nothing in there.
West. Manual bolt.
I'm heading down a hallway that has a bunch of little alcoves to the left and right, and stuff can jump out at you. Oh.
Manual bolt gun. West. Manual bolt gun. Long knife. Long knife. Body armor in 3 feet. 10. 10. Body armor taken. Yellow data wafer taken. White data wafer taken. West. West. Medkit. Quantity 2. 86%.
So I healed myself. Cool. Okay. So we're heading west again.
10. 10. Are you sure you would like to quit?
No, stop that.
Yes or no? Manual bolt gun, 80. South.
Heading down a hallway to the south.
East.
West. No, east. Then
North.
north.
Door in 5 feet. East. Manual bolt gun.
Okay, I don't hear any monsters.
50 by 20 feet. There is an exit from the room behind and to the right.
Checking this room.
South. West. South.
Okay, taking the second exit.
Manual
Monster.
bolt gun. South.
It's a dog.
Projectile ammunition in 12.
So dogs move faster. They can also dodge when you shoot them. So they're a little harder. And they do more damage.
Projectile ammunition taken. Data wafer in 19 feet. White data wafer taken.
Okay.
104.
So protect all ammunition. I got some ammunition for my
South.
gun. And we're facing south. This room is.
30 by 50 feet. There is an exit from the room behind and to the left.
So I came in the one from behind. So it's a big room.
East.
So I'm actually not going to go just around the walls.
Door
I'm actually
in 17 feet.
going to head down the center of the room too to make sure I don't miss anything.
Door in 16 feet. East. South.
Okay. No, this particular game doesn't have any visuals.
Door in
I mean,
7 feet.
I don't. I think some will have this one does have a small display. I think it has your character is a square or a circle. Other people, enemies as squares, and a letter to indicate what direction you're heading, but not much else. I think it's more of a if a developer is playing it or something, it's more of a debug screen than anything.
Manual bolt gun.
Dead.
East.
Okay.
20 by 50 feet. There is an exit from the room behind and to the left.
Okay, we came in the one from behind. So I'm
North.
turning left, heading down this
Data
long room.
wafer in 19 feet.
Data wafer. Another object was detected. Another object was detected.
White data wafer
There we go.
taken. White data wafer taken.
Okay, let's see.
Door ahead 23.
Door.
Door ahead. Door ahead.
Just the door. Okay, so it was the exit door.
Door in 20 feet.
Sometimes an enemy likes to stand outside
Manual
this door.
bolt gun.
Okay. Exiting. Hallway.
East.
To the right.
South.
South. There's a room here that likes to...
West.
Okay. An open room with no door. Sometimes an enemy likes to jump out.
North. West.
Okay. So
East
nothing in
30
here.
By 20 feet. There is an exit from the room ahead.
Okay. To the right.
Door in 4 feet. West.
Now, we are at the end of a hallway. There's a door here, but it's locked. So we have to go to inventory.
Medkit.
We have medkit,
Proximity
a,
biodisruptor mine.
a biodisruptor mine,
Security chip.
security chip,
Timed blast.
and time blast mine.
Security
We want the security chip.
Unlocked.
So the door is unlocked. So sometimes you'll have to backtrack to find security chips for locked doors in later levels. Now, I know for a
Manual
fact
bolt gun.
that this already always has an enemy behind here, and they can shoot back at you. So,
West.
didn't even have time to shoot because I was already aimed. So, but if we go into that room...
18, 18,
Oh,
3.
stop pushing the W key.
Projectile ammunition in 17 feet. Projectile ammunition taken. Semi-automatic bolt gun taken. Projectile ammunition taken. Message 1. White elevator in 13 feet.
Okay, so it just gave us a lot of information there. So what we got is we got some more ammunition. We have a new weapon because we have our
manual bolt gun.
Which, if you hold down the space key, it sounds like this. So not very fast, but we have now we have a semi-automatic bolt gun. It's a lot faster.
Semi-automatic bolt gun.
And then we also got, you heard, message white. If you guys remember from the story, you have to have a certain code to shut down the experiment at the end. There are messages in each level that will tell you what order the data wafers need to go in. If you miss a message, you could possibly not get the order right, and you can actually fail the game without those messages. So our first one is a white data wafer, and that information is stored so you can get it later. Now that final sound you're hearing is
elevator to the left, 13.
Is an elevator. And
South.
just like Portal,
Elevator.
that's how you exit each level.
South.
Yep, and because it's a demo, I think that's all we'll be allowed to play.
Thank you for trying the demo
Yep,
version of
that's a
Shades
demo.
of Doom. Bye for now.
And that's it. It exits the game because I only have the demo version currently. But that is Shades of Doom. That's an audio game that was made back in the 2000s, and it was revolutionary at the time because it had a lot of them. A lot of the audio games were basically like you could either push the left arrow key to shoot left, or right arrow key to shoot right, or forward, and it was more like options. But there was no like free 3D, or in this case 2D movement. So no, I guess it's 3D because you can move and rotate. You just can't. There's not any up and down, so I guess it is 2D, but in a flat plane kind of way. But anyway, it was revolutionary because it was the first game of its kind to actually give you free movement. So it was so fun, and I actually want to play through that game again because the last update, which is back in 2005, it says there's a new ending, and I've actually never gotten that new ending before. Yeah. I will say audio games run on the best graphics chip known to man. It's called your imagination. So you can kind of picture it however you want. So. Yep. Yeah, there is a full game. Oh, the full game has been out for a long, long time. The reason I have a demo is because you have to pay for the full version. You get to play the first level free as many times as you want. But since I installed it on a new computer, I have to ask the company for my product key, and I lost my product key. So I have to wait for them to get back to me. So hopefully I can play the rest of the game. I have some episodes from this game on my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I always get to level 3 and then quit because I think I choose too high of a difficulty, and I end up just giving up because I can't pass it. Because there's no way good reason for me to play if I keep dying and can't get past the level. Yeah, for the 2000s, it's really good. And I want to show another audio game here in a bit that was actually released only like a year or two ago that is far superior. And it uses a better technology that is, just so good. I hope you guys will be able to enjoy it. I'm talking too much. All right. Yeah, regarding mechanics. Yep. Twitch is there to do the impossible, so, yep. I mean, I really want to put a Shades of Doom playthrough up on my YouTube channel, but I'll probably have to do it on the lowest difficulty so it actually gets it. And people who have been on my channel a long time, it's like, dude, this is your third time trying to play the game. So. Okay, so that is the first audio game. I kind of wanted to take a couple more AMAs, if you guys want. I know we have some more people like Seal. You just got here. If you have any questions for me, like an AMA is Ask Me Anything. So you guys can ask me anything. I've kind of gone over how I became a content creator, how I got a good fan base and then ran away for a while because life, and now how I'm kind of like what my future plans and what I'm doing now. So, oh yeah, reading a book is your imagination is brings it to better. Like a company who created a radio drama I used to listen to, they said it's better than TV because if the sound is good enough and enough immersion, you can come up with your own visual for it. So it's more imaginative than any video could ever be. Okay. So, I know a lot of people out there know I'm a content creator, a minor one at that. It's kind of like my side. It's not even a job. It's kind of just a side thing. I really do enjoy it. It's my stress reliever, talking to you guys. Imagine that. So, but my career is actually in software engineering. So I got my degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Colorado Springs. But I moved sideways, which a lot of people do in the science fields, into software engineering. And I've been working for defense industry for 10 years. So can't say much more about that, but that's my career. Kind of like, so honey, how was your day? How was your day at work? Fine. What'd you do? Nerfing? I can't talk about it. And to be perfectly honest, if I were to start talking about it, most people just go, well, that sounds horribly boring. So yeah, but so I do software engineering. In hindsight, like a lot of times in life, I wish I would have done computer science, but yeah. So I go to work on computers all day, and then come home and play on computers. So. Yeah, Flaxer Keith, that's a good way to put it. Like, the video games are good for, like, books for that kind of imaginary. So, but other hobbies that I have is, when I was in college and stuff, I actually started doing Universal Kempo, which is a martial art similar to Kempo, but the Grand Master actually lives in Hawaii. I don't know exactly how it got started or what they decided to combine, but imagine Kempo, which is a true martial art, and Universal Kempo is kind of like dumbed down for your like average Joe, so more of like a self-defense kind of. And I did that for 4 years. I got my student black belt in that martial art. And then I graduated college, moved away, and there wasn't a school for Universal Kempo near me, so I had to quit. Very recently, though, my wife actually loves everything Korean dramas, Korean food, K-pop music. We always listen to K-pop music. But she wanted to start Taekwondo because it's a Korean martial art. And I said, hey, you start it for a few months, see if you like it, and then I'll start. Which, secretly, I was super excited because I did martial arts before, and I really wanted to do it again, but I wanted to do it with my wife. So she started, fell in love with it, I started, and now I've been doing it for about 2 months. I actually, just this last 2 weeks ago, I had a belt test. So you start as a white belt, and I actually have that here, if I can, it's flexible. So, if you guys can see, this is my white belt. So I tie it in this formation. This isn't standard, but I tie it like this because this is what my old school used to do. Now we have stripes on our belts that dictate, that show I'm competent in, there's strikes, the basic strikes, then there's forms, and then there's also combination techniques that we have. So that is the white belt that I have. You still haven't watched what? Let's see. Yeah, Makata no Kamen, the squid thing. Huh, I don't know. Are you talking about like the squid game? I keep hearing it mentioned, but I absolutely know nothing about it. So. Thank you, Makata no Kamen. So another thing I'd like to show you guys is if I move my phone. Here's a piece of board that I had to do for my test. And if I can grab it, I have a small desk, so I have to move. I have like 3 layers of stuff I have to move around. Here's the other piece. So one thing that we had to do for our test is we had to break a board. If I can fit it together. There we go. And totally blocked my face. There you go. So it wasn't quite centered, but I had to do a hammer strike to break the board. So I was hoping. Do you guys remember last time where I was trying to get the display to work? And I was hoping I could show you the video of that. Yeah, Squid Game. Yeah, I do. I heard some kids talking about it in Taekwondo actually yesterday, but I actually don't know anything about it. Yeah, a Megaton Hammer Strike. So I was actually, the reason I was trying to get the display to work last time is because I was hoping to show you guys a video of that. So actually, my wife took a video of it. So if I can get my display to work and get it coming up, I'm hoping I can show you guys the actual board break. So you guys have to put up with JAWS. Okay. So if I come back to OBS. Okay, now if I go down to that and switch to my... Okay, so I'm hoping if I did it correctly, you guys can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. And it should be on my movie player. And if it's capturing the display. And hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Let me know if this is working properly. If not, we can just pass it. And can you guys still hear me? You see image, okay? Okay? Okay, cool. All right, so let me pause this. Oh, now because I have the video loaded, it won't pause my YouTube. So let me go pause that real quick. Okay. Movies and TV. Movies and TV. Play button. Okay. 11-second video. Yeah, it's not very long. Okay. So since I had to go away and come back, can you guys see the video now? Okay, so what is going on here is we're doing a hammer strike for our belt test, and there's a black belt assistant holding my board for me. And what we do is we do test like 3 strikes, and then we actually break it. And you can see the one major problem with white belts in in martial arts in general is they tend to be overpowered, and that's the problem I had. So yeah, let's just watch.
1. Two. 2. One time 3. 3. Yell strong, ready, kill. And stop.
Space.
5.
Let's watch it again.
2. 2. One time 3. 3. Yell strong, ready, kill. And stop.
Yeah, I felt bad for the black belt because my wife said like she kind of had to lean out of the way because I lunged at the board. So yeah. So yeah, that was my board break, and that's one of the hobbies I'm doing now. I think I'm going to Taekwondo like 3 or 4 times a week right now. Okay.
Alt F4 button. Mega Man 11 Ops 27 videos.
So let's do another one. Here's the belt promotion.
Movies and TV. Movies.
And my wife was actually the one who put my belt on. Oh, Flagship Keith. Yes, I did a good job. A friend on my Facebook page like, you destroyed that board. Richard Blackout. Yeah, they're probably used to it. So, but see, I don't know if you can actually see the new belt, but it's actually white with a yellow stripe. So it's a transition belt from white to yellow, because they do belt tests like every 2 months. So to keep the promotions up and watch it again, to feel like you're making more steps, they have these transition belts where it's a white belt with a yellow stripe. And believe me, I've already had like 3 classes as a yellow stripe, and they're already expecting a lot more of me. It's great. Okay, so also what you notice is I have a white uniform. My wife has a blue uniform. The reason for that is, and this is not all Taekwondo schools, just this one, is once you reach yellow belt and above, you can be adopted into what's called the Black Belt Club. And what that is, it's the instructors have seen that you have been putting in enough effort that you are inspiring to become a black belt. So they will adopt you into a different class that moves at a bigger, faster pace. So basically, like, you've shown that you are dedicated to this martial art. You want to reach black belt. We're going to put you in a class that is for those students. So you can work with ones who have the same mission and everything. So I hope to be get that as well. It's up to the instructors. So okay, so I'm glad to see that the display worked okay, because we can use that for future stuff. Yeah, so that's one of my hobbies. Of course, doing this, the content creation, is great. Because the games I have right now, I have Zelda's Majora's Mask on YouTube. I have Ocarina of Time on Twitch. I have Portal on Twitch. I also play Minecraft. I would stream Minecraft, but here's the thing. Because I have to listen to the narrator narrate all the blocks, and I have to think about coordinates in my head, it actually is very hard for me to talk and do Minecraft at the same time, because it takes all my concentration. I've actually had my wife, like, we'll be playing at night, and she'll stop playing and go to bed or do her own thing, but she'll just leave. And she's like, I wanted to say goodnight, but you looked angry, because I apparently have I apparently have a very angry face when I'm concentrating on Minecraft so much. It's like, so yeah, it would be really hard for me to do Minecraft, but I'm actually doing this one map right now that's really cool. It's called One Block. So it's similar to Skyblock, except for it's done differently. It's you appear on one block in the void, of course, but every time you punch that block and destroy it, it actually spawns a brand new block of a different type. And so you can repunch that block over and over and over and build your world out as you go. Now, but then as you continue punching blocks and the more you get different phases. So like you enter a plains phase where you get everything from the plains biomes. Then you get, an underground phase where you get everything from underground plus all the mobs. And then there's snowy tundra, ocean, jungle, desert, nether, a couple other ones, and then the end. So it's a whole map where after about 600 to 700 blocks, it changes phase. And then after you're done with everything, once you reach the 10th phase and beat the Ender Dragon, then you go into what's called the after phases, where the blocks that generate are from any phase, and it's infinite. So you can just build your world as you see fit. But it's really cool. I keep inventory on because I jump into the void a lot. But I don't have to worry about figuring out what the terrain is around me because I'm the one building it. So it's a really cool map, and that's why my next Zelda video has been kind of delayed. Aha! Oh, does anybody get this joke? Aha! Aha! Anybody who's watched Hermitcraft and watched their episodes of Last Life will get that joke. Yeah, and I don't think there's any way, Richard, you could make it... I think the only way you can make it less intensive is if you had macro keys or stuff that did, like, stuff for you. And that is cool. It would be cool for players who don't want to deal with as much, having to concentrate as much. Or, to be perfectly honest, it's not for everybody, because even though it has accessibility, you still have to picture in your head in a 3D space through the coordinates that you learn how everything looks. Not everybody can do that. So it'd be cool to have a system where it could do stuff for you. I personally don't like that because I don't like the game to control as much as... If I can control as much of the game as I can, I'd prefer to do that. But it'd be cool to have an option that kind of limits, or if we could have maps that kind of give you that survival feeling, like there's still mobs, lava, some way you can die, but it's more navigational friendly. So, my two most frequent deaths in Minecraft are TrueBlind Gaming tried to swim in lava, and TrueBlind Gaming fell from a high place. Those are my two most frequent deaths in Minecraft. So, okay.
9:26 a.m.
So, I will briefly mention my other hobby that I have fitness. So, a lot of the YouTube videos I did on my channel were from CrossFit when I was doing CrossFit. I'm not currently doing it right now because my wife doesn't want to give me rides to the CrossFit gym because she doesn't want to do it. So I'm not currently doing that. Plus, we have Taekwondo now for fitness. So I was doing CrossFit, and then I rode a marathon. I put that on my YouTube channel. So fitness has always been like an aspect of my life. In high school, I did wrestling, I did some track, and I did this sport for the blind called goalball, which if you want to look it up, it's a Paralympic sport called goalball, where two teams of three stand on either end of a court that has tape on the floor so you can feel with your feet. And you have a ball about the size of a basketball that has bells inside of it, so when you roll it, you can hear it. And one team rolls it on the ground towards the other team, and the other team is supposed to lay down, make a wall with your body, and stop it before it goes through the goal behind you. And then you get up and return to the ball. So it's rolling it back and forth. And I will say what fitness has played in my life is it kept me out of trouble. It gave me something to shoot for, something to do, so I didn't find other activities that were bad for me. So fitness has always been a part of my life. I did that in high school. When I got to college, I did like the home beach body workouts like P90X, Insanity. I found Universal Kempo. When I moved here, I found CrossFit. I did triathlons, actually, from 2011 to 2014. I did triathlons. I actually, the longest race I did was a half Ironman in Boulder, Colorado. Now, a half Ironman is a 1.2 mile swim, a 56 mile bike, and then a half marathon, so a 13.1 mile run. And I had a guide in the Springs who did all that with me. So, but the problem with triathlons is no one wants to train with you if you're doing triathlons because they're like, let's go for a run. I'm like, let's go for a run. Oh, cool. Where we're going? Oh, we're just going to go running. For how long? 14 miles. They're like, what? And then they don't want to do it anymore. So it was very lonely. But that's when I found CrossFit. And it was a communal, not a communal, but it was a community. If anybody knows about CrossFit, it's the community because someone does CrossFit because if you talk to them for 5 minutes, they'll tell you, I do CrossFit. So I did CrossFit for several years, did a couple CrossFit competitions, nothing impressive. It was more to inspire those out there as well. Like, look, even though I have a disability, my body still works. I can still do this. So it was great. But the one thing about CrossFit is there's a couple movements that I really don't like. And if you don't take care of yourself, you can really get injured doing CrossFit. It's not long term. It's not healthy for if you don't take care of yourself, like knowing when your body is fatigued or if you're doing it right. So there are downsides to every fitness program, and CrossFit has its share of them. So I stopped doing that and started just doing a lot of rowing. This spring, I actually got a home gym downstairs. I wish I had a portable camera so you guys can see that kind of stuff. But I actually started getting into powerlifting. So not lifting CrossFit like a lot of times, but doing a lot of weight. And I had a 200-pound bench, a 300 squat, and a 315-pound deadlift. When I was in CrossFit, actually, I was stronger. The biggest deadlift I ever had was 365 pounds. And I even set it down. I didn't even drop it like most CrossFitters do. So I've kind of tried everything. Right now, I'm kind of just doing Taekwondo. I got to say, I'm not in great shape like I used to be. So a lot of that is because we've taken a lot on our plate right now with Taekwondo. I'm building a patio. It's just, yeah. So it has its ups and downs. So we're kind of in a down right now with the fitness, but yeah, Blind Gamer Misadventures, welcome. And she says goalball is fun. Yeah, it is. Let's see. Yeah, a flat map may do better for travel. I don't know much about the flat map. Is it flat, but isn't it like void of all like the terrain and everything? Or is it just take all the biomes and just flatten them? Because navigating flat would be if all the plains and mountains and stuff are there, like all the trees and mobs and all that stuff are still there, but flat, yes, it's visually unappealing, but it would be much easier to navigate. Yeah, I always, Richard Black, I always try to keep myself busy. I think that's very valuable in life, to keep yourself busy, always doing new projects and everything. Yeah, Matsukudo Common, I had a treadmill at my parents' house, and I never knew how much they had to pay for it, but yeah, electricity is kind of through the roof right now, and you kind of have to decide if it's worth the money to get it fixed or get something different. So, I personally love rowing. The Concept 2 rower, it doesn't need to be hooked up to anything. You just need 2 D-cell batteries in it. Or you can get I think you can get an electrical adapter for it if you want. But the reason I advocate for rowing so much is it works more to the body. And also Concept 2 has actually created an app that is not meant just for the blind, but it actually helps out because it has voice readout that hooks up to your iPhone. And it actually reads out the display in intervals that you set yourself, like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 minutes. And it gives all the data that's on the screen. So it's super accessible, because finding a company that actually is making cardio equipment accessible like that is very, very hard to find. So that's why I do Concept 2. The challenge with rowing is a treadmill moves, so you just kind of move with it. It kind of helps you move. Rowing is a learned technique. You have to do it right to get the most benefit out of it. And the machine doesn't help you at all. So there's a technique to rowing that you need to learn before you actually get good at it. A maxi climber. I've never actually seen one of those. Is that like a stair stepper? Yeah, so Seal Oztol asked, have I ever tried Breath of the Wild? I personally have not. I watched many playthroughs of it, and the sound design, I'll tell you, is amazing. It would be easy to tell which direction things are coming from, proximity, all the sounds and everything. It would be kind of hard for me to know what items I'm picking up. And through emulation and save states, I could probably navigate the world. The biggest challenge with Breath of the Wild is the inventory. Because I have trouble trying to navigate like the N64 titles. The inventory in Breath of the Wild is absolutely nuts. And without something to tell me what items I'm on or anything, it would be a nightmare. Because you're always picking up random items, so it would need some kind of help with that. So yeah, Blind Gamer Misadventures, so gave up on Breath of the Wild. If I were to try an open world game, I think Mario Odyssey would actually be more accessible than Breath of the Wild. Just from an inventory standpoint, and Odyssey also has super good sound design. Yeah, exercise in a fasted state, so grow both hands. I tend to row in the morning before I eat anyway, because that's when I feel the best, so. Yeah, and there's recipes, there's weapons with durability, there's all kinds of stuff. The inventory is nuts. But I do like reading about it. I would like to play the temples, or the great, what do they call them? Not the great beasts. Yeah, you guys know. You know what I'm talking about. The actual, like, machines. I love the physics that goes on in that game. And my music quit. Oh.
Mega Man 11. Jaws home and ops. Mega Man 11. Dash. Content exit 20 of 20. Escape. Leave escape. Main virtual next left parent shift replay button. Space pause.
Replay.
Ops.
Okay. Yeah, Divine Beast. Thank you. Yeah, Divine Beasts and Shrines. I love the physics behind Breath of the Wild. That's why it's so interesting to me. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so it's 9:30 now. Let's switch gears again, and I'm going to show you guys the newer audio game. It's called A Blind Legend. I bet you Blind Gamer Misadventures has played this game before. So, what I'll say is...
Default microphone left parent LCS.
Oh, whoa. What
Default
happened?
Default mic.
Okay, leave it there. What a Blind Legend has done is it uses a technology called binomial sound. What that is when they record the sound for the game, they actually have a microphone array on a model of a skull. So the microphones are where the ears are on the skull. So when they actually create the sounds for it using this technology, it actually gives a more real sound, like if things are in front of you, behind you, to your left, close or far away, and it does that in real time, and it's really cool technology. There actually was a company called Something Else that created a handful of iOS games with binomial sound called Papa Sangre 2, The Nightjar, and Audio Defense. They were fantastic, and I am so sad that they don't exist anymore. I don't know what happened. They just disappeared. I don't know if the company moved on to something else or they didn't want to host it anymore. They just disappeared, and we don't have any... unless you had a phone that had it on it already, it's gone, and I don't. So... Yep, Blind Gamer Misadventures has played it. The Veil. No, I have not. Blind Gamer Misadventures have I played The Veil. The Veil is a very, very new game that has come out very recently, and I want to give it a try, and I haven't yet. So, okay. Yeah, Blind Gamer Misadventures, cool. Yep. Yes, I can. I can roll my R's pretty well. So, yeah, A Blind Legend on mobile. Okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and show that. For this one, to get the full immersion, you will definitely need headphones. And again, I'm just going to leave my webcam up because there's not much to look at. Yeah. The Veil, I think I'll do that on maybe one of the Portal days, or if you guys want to see it on a Saturday, we can do some Zelda and then do some of the Veil. It'd be cool to do a blind playthrough of a blind game. Like, I've never done it before. Oh, I actually really like that idea. We might do that. Like, we might pick a Saturday or Sunday and do the Veil, but I won't look at it until the first time with you guys. Okay, so let me quiet the music again. Now, if
Mega Man, JAWS, OBS 27.1.3 left parent.
OBS is being nice, or
Unloading JAWS, webcam
Steam is being nice, because it's on Steam, I should just type blind into the search bar, and it just load A Blind Legend.
Do we know? France Culture. Supported by le Centre National du Cinéma et de l'Image Animée, La Région Rhône-Alpes, Luminous, and Imaginov. Present. A Blind Legend. Loading. Welcome to A Blind Legend. Main menu. Continue a game. To go back to the main menu from the game, press select or back.
Yeah, the tutorial can be a little obnoxious if you played the game a while. Now, one thing I didn't remember to do is I play with the gamepad. And if I can reach it. If you guys remember this guy, it's my old Windows 360 controller. It's actually the same one that I beat Ocarina of Time with years ago. TrueBlind blind playthrough. Oh, but we can't use blind playthroughs on this platform. Shh. They don't like that. So, yeah, Steam is a nightmare at times. What I've discovered, what makes Steam a nightmare, is its main interface is accessible if you know where to go. It's basically not organized really well for the screening software. You just kind of have to kind of search and find out what you want. But if you have a pop-up, like install game or log in or something like that, though that makes the screen reading software puke on itself. It just can't handle it. And I wish Steam would take care of that. But here's the thing about Steam. Steam's not the only one with that problem. The Blizzard one, same problem. Minecraft launcher, same problem. Epic Games, same problem. They all have the same issue where the main interface, like the browser kind of idea, is accessible, but as soon as they have pop-ups, it just breaks screen reading software. So they're not the only ones. Steam's not the only ones with that problem. And I'm plugging in my other controller. Hopefully it picks it up right away. Hopefully I don't have to restart the game.
Continue
Okay.
the game.
Okay.
To go back to the main menu from the game, press
It must
select
be
or
the
back.
way it's coded. Yeah. Oh, BattleNet. I'm sorry. BattleNet, I tried to play... What was it? World of Warcraft? Did they make WoW? Because a company actually reached out to me a while back to try some accessibility mods for WoW, and it was a complete train wreck. So I gave up on that. Oh, Richard Blackeye, what they don't like is the tag blind playthrough. I did a YouTube video on that. Now, they may have changed their stance. I think Judge actually knows more about them than I do, but I think they were trying to do the whole equality kind of thing. So they're like, oh, we can't use blind playthrough anymore. Yeah, so it was World of Warcraft, but of course, like I said, the company was trying to create mods for it. It was a complete flop, so I haven't done anything with it since. Okay, so the way this game works, like I said, it's binomial sound, and we're in the menu right now. So if you listen to the sound of the switch in the menu,
New game.
you can kind of sound like that when that was me pushing right and it kind of swished.
Select a scene. Change language. Setting. Credits. Quit. Continue a game.
So if you're
To
using
go back
headphones,
to
you
the
can kind of
main
hear that
menu from
swish
the
sound
game,
moving from right
press
to
select
left.
or back.
So,
New game.
but we want to try a new game.
Do you really want to start again from the beginning? This will
Will
erase
erase
your
it.
current save. Press A to confirm, or
Yeah,
B
I
to
haven't gotten that
cancel.
far in the game.
Select your difficulty mode. Hardcore. Normal.
We're going to do normal for now. Okay.
Loading.
And I need to be quiet so you guys can understand.
This way, Father.
You embody Edward Blake, the famous blind knight, and you will be guided by your daughter Louise. To move forwards, use the left joystick and push it up. Now it's your turn.
Sorry, guys. We have to go to the tutorial. So that's my footsteps.
Perfect. You know how to move forward.
Yay!
To vary your speed, tilt the joystick more or less. Now it's time to play.
See, now I'm walking slow, and then faster.
To move backwards, use the left joystick and push it down. Now it's time to play.
So I'm walking backwards.
Perfect. You know how to move backward.
Yay!
To turn round, push your joystick left or right. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so if you guys hear the kind of cricket sound or bug sound to my left, listen to it as I
To
rotate
turn
my
round,
character.
push your joystick left or right. Now it's your turn.
See, now it's ahead of me. On my right. Behind me.
Good. By turning it like this, you can change direction while moving, guided by the sounds you hear. Whenever you need Louise, to tell you how to reach her, press A. Now it's time to play.
My turn, Daddy. I'm
Whenever
looking
you
at chat.
need Louise, to tell you how to reach her,
Oh.
press A. Now it's time to play.
Oh, so let me.
Over here.
So she.
Turn around.
See, if she's behind you, she'll say.
No, I'm behind you. On your right.
See, now she's on my right.
On your right.
But if I rotate so she's on my left.
On your left.
See, she. So the program will tell you if you're facing her.
Straight ahead. It's straight ahead.
But see, if I move toward her, listen to how her voice gets louder.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. All right.
Each time you reach your daughter, she will tell you, and set off for your next destination. Now it's your turn.
Come,
So-
Father. Let's go and join Mother at the village square. This way.
So you see, she ran off to the left. So what she does is she kind of gives you points to reach, and once you reach that point, she moves on to the next one so you guys can reach it. Drain, it's called A Blind Legend. It's really faint. Okay. I'm already playing this one in real life. Thanks, Drain. Yeah, sorry, Richard Black. I use TrueBlind Gaming, and they don't seem to find that upsetting, so. Hey, Ultra Dolphin 64, welcome. Oh, just wait. Yeah, you can accidentally walk off cliffs in this game, and they included sound for those. Yeah, if you can hear, like, you're in a village now. So where did she go? She ran off to the left if you heard her footsteps, so. Okay, so let me do some just navigation, and so you guys can listen to the awesome sound that's around all of us.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. You're really close. Let's go. Straight ahead.
So you hear that fountain on my left?
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Let's go.
But see, they kind of add louder sounds to kind of make it more difficult for you. You can hear the children.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Whenever you hear this sound, an important scene is about to happen.
What's that?
The king's gun.
Take her!
Don't touch me. Let me go.
Caroline!
Mother.
Where is the cripple?
I don't know.
In the name of Thork, speak or I'll cut you open!
Please, I beg of you.
Find Blake!
Lord Blake, they are looking for you. You cannot stay here. You must hide. Miss Louise, take your father to the courtyard.
There are too many of them, Father. Come.
Whenever you hear this sound, it's your turn to play.
Straight ahead. It's straight ahead. Let's go. It's straight ahead. You're close. Let's go.
Chickens.
Straight ahead.
Sir, we've got Blake's wife.
Perfect.
Lord Stilton.
Bastards! Filth! Release me or he'll kill you!
Silence. Let's go. And the cripple boss, we'll get him later. The king is awaiting his prisoner. Come on!
Mother! No!
Dogs, I'll cut your throats one by one.
Loading.
And that's the end of a scene.
Sir Blake, my father has finished your sword. It's at the forge.
Okay, so now we can play again.
Come on, Father. You're close.
Okay, so what we got? Oh yeah, the Judge Devs, the audio quality is so much better, and it's like, I'd say 15 years ahead of Shades of Doom. Yeah, it's really kind of hard to make a mapping of the... Yeah, it's like you're in a village and you can hear all the horses and the animals and everything. It's really made to try to bring it to life. And Louise is trying to get me.
Now come closer to me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the game design is really low, so... Midnight! That's enough, bud!
Turn right.
Sorry, someone rung the door, so he's just barking at the door. So, if you hear...
You're really close.
She's to my right, but the fountain is ahead of me. So I can go away from her. And I can kind of, like, walk around. She's behind me. There's kind of a barrier, so the areas are limited in size. But you You can just kind of wander around if you wanted to. There's nothing of interest, really, but you can kind of just... Yeah, she's behind me. Yeah, the fountain's kind of in the center of town. Wonder if I can walk in the fountain. No, you just kind of walk through the fountain. It's kind of just an object. But if you hear that tink, tink, tink sound, that's our destination. Now see, our footsteps change to wood, but it's super quiet.
Your sword, Lord Blake. May she protect you from this mad king.
To draw out or put away your sword, press X.
So I'm pressing X.
You can't move with your sword in your hand. Your heartbeat reflects your health. The more you get hit, the faster it gets. Once the action is finished, Blake automatically puts away his sword.
The soldiers! They're coming back!
Flee, my lord, and stay off the roads.
Thank you. Get your things, Louise. We're going to free your mother.
Yeah, it exhalated quickly.
Loading.
Bark, bark. Nope, it's just part of the ambience.
Where are we going, Father?
We must cross the plain to reach the forest and enter into Thork's kingdom. Hurry up! The storm is close.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that dog. Yeah, that was my dog, Midnight. Someone rung our doorbell, but we don't expect anybody to be right now, so I just kind of... Yeah, so the two complaints I mainly have about this game is the character interactions and stuff is kind of corny. The story lacks a little bit, and also when you draw your sword, you can't move, so it limits combat. So now they're trying to get rain to make it more difficult for us.
Straight ahead.
A little to the left. Okay. A little to the right.
Straight ahead. Let's now come closer to me. It's straight ahead. The path is thick with thorns.
Stand back.
To draw out or put away your sword, press X.
So now that we're doing a tutorial for cutting thorns, I guess.
To slice through an obstacle in front of you, push the left joystick up.
How many times do you want me to do this? Okay. So it was...
We need a shelter. Can you see anything?
Yeah, if her voice is low, it's because it's low for me too. Yeah, the voice acting is kind of cringy.
You're close. It's straight ahead. Let's now come closer to me.
And she went to my right.
Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Let's go. It's straight ahead. Straight ahead. You're close. Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Okay, if you saw how the sound changed, we went inside.
All right.
Loading.
Okay, loading another scene.
Father?
Hmm.
Do you think that mother is all right?
Hide, Louise! Quickly!
When the enemy growls aggressively, push the joystick to his direction to strike him. Do not strike too soon or too late. Wait for the right moment.
So ahead of us. I got hit, so I did do it right. Ahead of us. When it growls, you
To
strike.
block with your shield, push the right joystick down. You will stay protected as long as you keep it down. While you're protected, analyze the enemy's behavior to hit him at the right moment.
Okay, I put my shield down. Sick. It growls. Low growl. And when it goes roar, that's when it's striking. Roar. And when it doesn't lunge, you know to strike. It's still ahead of us. It's moving around. Okay, growl. It did. See how simple the combat is? It's not super.
No. It's all right. We must sleep now. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Yeah, the combat's not super detailed.
Loading.
It's not like Phantom Ganon.
Let's go, Louise. Can you see the forest in the distance?
Yes, Father. It's this way. Follow me.
Okay, so Ultra Dolphin 64 has a question. How long is this game? It's not super long. I think a good player could beat it in less than 2 hours.
Straight ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what... It never tells us what kind of creature it was. I would guess a bear, but...
Straight ahead. Let's go.
So now we're doing some points again.
More fucking soldiers.
We must hide. There, behind the waterfall. Follow me, Father.
So this time you have a time limit
Straight ahead. It's straight ahead.
before the soldiers show up.
You're really close. Let's go.
And they said behind the waterfall. So of course you have to deal with the sound of the water.
That's right.
Now she's whispering, so that makes it even harder. And she said stop, so if we move...
They've gone.
We heard him go by.
Let's go.
Now she's whispering, so it's increasing the difficulty. Okay.
Straight ahead. Let's go.
Doing some more points. Uh-oh. 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 This is where it gets cringy. Oh my goodness. But you can see how he's kind of walking around us laughing, so it's kind of showing you the cool sound.
Keep moving, mercenaries.
Glad for the old cripple. Hand over your gold first.
And the girl.
Let me go.
Let her go, scum!
Who are you calling scum, cripple? Why don't you come here and let me slice you?
During a fight, try to work out your enemy's position. You can hear him on the right, the left, or straight in front of, or behind you. When he's about to strike, push the left joystick in his direction to strike him. Do not strike too soon or too late. Wait for the right moment.
Alright, come here. I'm gonna knock your head off.
And if you hear when I have my shield up, it kind of muffles the sound. He's on my left. Ruh! When he runs, that's when you strike. He dead.
Somebody's gonna die today, die today, die today. Somebody's
Oh my gosh.
gonna die today, and it isn't me, you ugly bastard.
Oh, he got me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's kind of cringy.
Let her go, scum! Get out of here, scum. Don't let me see you around. Are you hurt?
What is it?
On the other side of the forest resides one of the 7 guardians of Thork's kingdom. They call him the Brain Eater.
The brain eater?
Okay.
Loading.
Yeah. Robot lady gives you instructions. Your daughter's being kidnapped. Oh, by the way, hold on. I gotta give you a tutorial real quick.
You're close.
Okay, so what time is it now? It's 10 now, so I think that's enough of this game. That is basically the entire game. The only thing that really changes is the enemies get a little bit harder and the paths, and there's a couple other tricky obstacles, but that's the basis of the game. But you can kind of see how the sound and is far superior to Shades of Doom, and it even has freer movement because you're in open spaces, so you can wander off. You can wander off cliffs. There actually is a part where you have to walk along the side of a cliff and you can fall. I wish I could get. I wonder if I can get to that point. Yeah. So I hope to do a veil. The veil would be cool. I think it's similar to the sound design. So, but I think that's enough for that. So let me try to go ahead and exit the game. Can't remember what button it is. This one. This one. This one. How about escape?
Loading.
There we go. Just push escape.
Welcome to A Blind Legend. Main menu. Do you really want to quit A Blind Legend?
Yes. All right. So, yeah, I think it was a crowdfunded. It wasn't made by a big company like something else who made the Papa Sangre games. Much bigger company, and they were able to make a much better, a longer game and a much more detailed game. And it was difficult. There were definitely parts of Papa Sangre that were hard, and you could do the game, but then there were also like other tasks you could do. Especially Papa Sangre 2, it had other achievements, and they made that game super hard. I mean, I can do a blind run of a blind legend. I know I'm known for doing games that are not audio games, since audio games tend to lack in also difficulty and sometimes cringiness like that, because they're just crowdfunded. They're just ideas. So, but if you guys want to see that, I can definitely do that. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely be edgy. And it gets there's one particular character who's super edgy, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's like 30 seconds to a minute of it, and I'm like, can we just fight now, please? So that's kind of what's available to people who are blind and visually impaired. So, I mean, we can do more AMA. I think I actually have Abe's Exoddus installed. So if you guys want to see a bit of the game that actually got me started in content creation, we can try to do that. Try to screen capture the game, though, is kind of difficult. For some reason, OBS won't pick it up, so I have to do my display and run it on my computer, and hopefully that it captures the game. So it's whatever you want to do, dude. Yep. You know what? Let's do that, because Abe's Exoddus has a story, and it's really the game that got me started. We can kind of go through the first level, and I haven't really done it in a long time. So let me see if I actually have it installed.
Windows D, folder view A of DE. Open Office 4, A Blind Legend, 20 of 20. Open Office 4.1. Shades of Doom, 9. Open Office 4, Shades of Doom, JAWS 20. Learn more about JAWS 2020. Open Office, Microsoft Ed, Oddworld Abe's Exoddus. Microsoft Oddworld Abe's Exoddus, 11 of 20.
I think I do. No, for some reason, when you try to do capture a windowed application or capture application, OBS doesn't pick it up for some reason, and we haven't figured out yet why. But it is a game from 1998, so let's try to do the display, since we know that is currently working.
Google Chrome. OBS 27.1.3 left parent 64 -bit Windows right parent profile. End. Default microphone left sources list box text 1 of 3 list box display.
Okay.
Mega Man 11 YouTube JAWS home manual JAWS Windows D folder view list 2 Oddworld Abe's Exoddus.
So I'm going to try to quit this, load that, And it didn't start up, so that's a little worrisome.
JAWS. New Ops 27.1. Mega Man 11. JAWS Home and Ops 27.1.3 left. Mega Man. JAWS Home and Windows D. Folder. JAWS 2020. Shades of Doom 19 of 20. Oh, Ops Studio 5 of 20. Oh, OpenOffice 4.1.9. Oh, OpenOffice 4.1.9.
Oh, let me try it this way.
Search by Oddworld Abe's Exoddus app. Press right.
Okay, let me try that.
Escape. Escape. Unloading JAWS. New notification.
So type in Abe. There we go. All right, you guys let me know if a game came up. Oh yeah, side scroller platforms are on the table. Can you guys see the game at all? No, it's not from a CD installation. I bought it from two places, GOG.com, actually Amazon for one part, and then it currently is on Steam too. Exodus is the sequel, yes. Oh, Hollow Knight. Okay. Yes! Okay, I've always wanted to show this game because I want to do a 100% walkthrough of this game someday. So, I think I explained it. The reason the first game is hard for me to play is because it doesn't have save state. The original one doesn't. It only has save points, and you can only go so far before you reach the next save point. So let's say you die, but the next save point is way further back where it takes you like a couple minutes to get to that dangerous part again. So doing that over and over and over again is just frustrating. So I see I see some people that it's a short size. Is there, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Is there a way we can maximize the window? PC got our Dark Souls Overlord.
Hello, follow me. Okay.
It's small right now. I don't know how to change the resolution right now.
Hi.
Okay. Where's the options menu? Because I've actually I've never had to deal with this stuff since it just. Yeah. Do you guys know a way we can get it from? Because I just loaded the game, so I wonder how do you get it to maximize if you're playing it by yourself. Bottom right. Okay, so is this options?
Okay.
Is that options? Okay, Richard's just checking Black Eye as well. Okay. I think that put it back on where we were, so well, let me check. Nope, that's loading the game. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I ever want to do like a full walkthrough of it, we'll figure it out. See controls and demos, so there's not really anything there. Oh, when in doubt, F11 for full screen. We can give it a try. Okay, F11. Oh, I see, Drain. That's a good idea. Nothing. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything we can do in-game since it's just such an old game. I think it's made to play on lower resolutions. That's probably why it's like that. I mean, I can try changing the resolution and obs for the display. $640 by 480. I can try changing that in the display real quick. For this particular game, Richard, I'm just using display, like literally like display, or like display capture. Okay, so let me try that. I'm gonna shut the game down, since we know the game actually will display.
Okay.
Nope, that wasn't it.
Goodbye.
Okay, bring up Jaws, because we have time now. 640 by 480.
Ops 27.1.3.
Okay.
List box display. Default microphone left root right mouse button. PC menu add grid mode. Show multi-view checked. Transition over. Grid mode add duplicate. Copy filters unavailable. Paste filters unavailable. Rename remove escape leaving menus list box. Ops properties button. Enter. Filter properties space default microphone left parent LCS USB audio right parent properties for XMIC properties for XMIC
Nope,
escape
wrong
properties
one.
the start button cancel button space ops properties for XMIC device combo box microphone left parent use device timestamps checkbox not checked escape properties for XMIC unavailable settings change save the start button enter default microphone filters button list box sources list box XMIC 1 of 3 audio mixer list box XMIC default headphones left parent Realtek list ops 20 properties button space default headphones left parent Realtek left parent audio right parent escape properties for laptop escape default use device timestamps checkbox checked escape properties for laptop the start button enter default filters list box display list box laptop audio display 1:1920 x 1080 0 left parent.
Oh yeah, it's like 1920 by 1080. That's why.
List box ops 20 properties button space
Okay.
automatic display 1:1920 x 10 properties for distance capture method display capture method combo box automatic display combo box display 1:1920 x capture cursor checkbox checked defaults button properties for distance capture method defaults button proper capture method display capture method combo box automatic display combo box display 1:1920 x 1080 capture DXGI desktop duplication Windows 10 left parent 1903 and up right parent DX automatic display combo capture cursor checkbox checked defaults button properties for distance.
Do you guys see where I can change the resolution?
Capture method display. Capture method combo box automatic. Display combo box. Display 1:1920 x 1080 0 left parent primary monitor right parent.
Okay. Edit transform. Okay. Crop right. Okay. On display. Okay.
Capture cursor checkbox checked. Defaults button. Properties for distance. Capture method display. Capture method combo box automatic. Space. Enter. Display 1:1920 filters button. List box display. Ops 27.1.3 left. List box display. Root to right mouse button. Display 1: PC. Menu. Add. Do. Paste. Rename. Remove. Order sub. Full window. Screenshot left parent. Filters. Transition override sub. Show multi. Grid mode. Add. Duplicate. Copy filter. Paste filters. Rename. Remove. Order sub menu. Full screen. Window projector left parent. Full screen projector left parent. Scene right parent sub. Window. Screenshot left. Filters. Transition override sub menu. Show multi view checked. Grid mode. Add. Duplicate. Copy filters. Escape. Leaving menus. List box. Be right back. List box. Ending 506. Be right back. 4. Ending 506. Be right back. 406. Ending 506. Sources. List box. Laptop audio. List display 1: sources. List default. Head. Display 1: root jaw right mouse button. PC cursor. Menu. Add. Properties. Filters. Interact unavailable. Hide transit. Show transition sub menu. Screenshot left parent. Window projector left parent source right parent. Full screen projector left parent source right parent sub. Scale filtering sub menu. Resize output left parent source size right parent unavailable.
Oh, resize. Oh, it's unavailable to resize the output. Okay.
Remove. Resize output left. Edit transform dot dot dot. Enter.
Edit transform.
Top left. No bounds. Top left. Center. Edit transform for distance. Position X edit spin box 0.0000. Position Y edit spin box 0.00. Rotation edit spin box 0. Width edit spin box 1920.000. Height edit spin box 1080.000.
Oh, so change these to the resolutions of the game.
Width edit spin box 1000.
Oh, so before I do this, is it edit out? So change the the width and the height to the game resolution.
Height edit spin. Width edit spin box 1920. Blank. 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 Page down.
Why won't let me edit?
Width edit spin box 1911.000. Blank. Height width edit spin box 1910.000. Blank. 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 Rotation width edit spin box 1906.000.
Oh, okay.
Page down. Hide with edit spin box 1896.000 page down. Hide with edit spin box 1826.000 page down. Page with edit spin box 1486 page down. Page down. Hide with edit spin box 196.0 page down. Page down. Hide with edit spin box minus 654.0 page up. Page up. Hide with edit spin box minus 204. Rotation edit spin with edit spin box minus 200 page up. Hide with edit spin box 296.0. Hide with edit spin box 296 page up. Hide with edit spin box 486 page up. Page up. Hide with edit spin box 696.000. Hide with edit spin box 696.0 page down. Hide with edit spin box 686.000 page down. Page down. Hide with edit spin box 636.000. Blank. With edit spin box 640.000. Hide edit spin box 1080.000 page down.
Oh. It's not working.
Page down.
Okay, let me cancel.
Position alignment combo box top left. Bounding box type combo box no bounds. Crop left edit spin box 0. Crop right edit spin box 0. Crop top edit spin box 0. Crop bottom edit reset button. Close button. Reset button. Enter.
Okay.
Close up position X edit spin box 0.00. Position rotation edit spin box. Width edit spin box 1920. Height position alignment combo box top left. Bounding position alignment combo box top left. Bounding position alignment top center. Top right. Center left. Center. Center right. Bottom left. Bottom center. Bottom right.
Okay. The crop boxes. Okay.
Home top left. Bounding box type combo box no bounds. 10:17 a.m. Crop left edit spin box 0.
Crop left. Okay.
Blank. Crop left edit spin box 0. Blank. Crop left edit spin box 1. Blank.
So what do I need to change the crops to? Oh, okay.
Crop right edit spin box 0. Crop top edit spin crop top edit spin box. Crop bottom edit spin box reset button. Crop right edit spin box 0. Crop left edit spin box 0. Crop right edit spin box 0.
Oh, so crop right and crop bottom, I think is what we want, right? Okay. So, sorry to do this to you guys, but do you mind if we play with the small screen for now? Because I'd really actually like to show the game, and this is stuff we can do outside of stream. That would be awesome.
Crop bottom edit, reset button, close button, position X edit, close button, enter list box distance.
If you guys don't mind. Okay. Yeah. Because you guys say you can kind of still see the game. It'll be fine enough for this stream.
Default head display 1:1920.
Since this is just like a celebration stream. So, sorry, Drain, to cut you off like that, but I think we can save that for stuff outside of stream. Cool. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Drain. But that is an excellent idea. We can do that. Yeah. But I'm good to hear that I can actually capture my display. So, actually all the things here. Thank you guys for being so supportive and flexible. Appreciate it.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Okay, there's an advertisement for their first game. We're gonna skip that. And here's the story.
Is Scott hand branded on Moon's odd face? This hero may free the Modakin grace. With skin of blue and spirit guides too. Only he can save our bones from brew. But shall he fall to pluck and yoke? Modakin nation be doomed to croak.
This is Necrum. Long ago, the Mudokans brought their dead here. That was before the Gluckans started stealing our bones. They used Mudokan slaves to do it. Blind ones that couldn't see. The Gluckans didn't want anyone to know what they were digging up. And no one ever did. Not until the spirits of those bones paid me a visit.
That's me. My name is Abe. I had just returned from saving 99 Moonakins from Rupture Farms.
Oh?
That's when they came to see me.
Abe, you're the savior of the Moonakins, so you gotta help us.
The Glockins are digging up our bones.
You gotta come to Necrum, Abe.
Quickly!
We had to do something, so me and some others left to search for Necro. Our journey started well. We were kind of excited.
Abe, you're just the greatest.
Okay. But by lunchtime, we were getting pretty tired.
Come on. Okay. How much longer?
By dinner, it was unbearable.
It's 'cause of you we're in this mess.
This bites!
Can I go home?
Oh. What's that?
Don't know. Bait.
Where is that coming? Hey, look at that. It's a bone. I think we're close. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We're not supposed to be here. Look out, Abe! Oh.
Something smells.
Ew.
Yeah, it's such a cool game. Okay, so now we have control, and there's tutorials and stuff like that, but it uses basic controls like movement. And you can hear his footsteps. Again, the audio might be quiet for you guys. You can jump. There's no sound if you crouch or if you fart. He's rolling on the ground. There's also a run if you hold shift. He runs into a wall. There's also a sneak if you hold control or shift. No, alt. Control is for pulling levers, I think. And then there's the... He talks.
Follow me. Wait, work. Follow you. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. Okay. So if we go to the screen, so for those who are blind in this watching the stream, the way the game this is designed, it's a side scroller, but it does it in frames. So the frame stays still and you walk around the frame. You can go up, down, left, or right through the frame. But when you exit, there's a small delay, like barely anything, and then it loads the next frame and you appear on the other side of the frame. It probably has a certain name to it, but I forget. Oh no, I finished this game 100%. Okay. Teaching you to climb down and crouch and roll. But I also like because it actually has a certain amount of steps per screen. Now, I've already passed the game not getting 100% because there's actually a secret near the beginning, but I'm not doing that today. Oh, come on. Oops. There it is. Okay, so now this is where we learn to chant.
Stop it.
Where's my chant button?
Stop it.
Where is my chant button? Thought it was enter.
Follow me. Follow me.
No. Okay, game. Where's your default chant button?
Stop it.
There it is. And your goal is to save all the Madokins, so that's 1. Yeah, if you played the first game, you should know you have mind control, but you don't actually know that yet. But, that's why the first one is so fun to play, because you can actually go back and... Oh, I gotta remember my movement. You can actually go back to the first game and actually start with brain control from the beginning. So you poured water on him, so he gets angry. So you come over and slap him. This is where the game gets dark. You can slap these ones that are upset. Slaps you back.
Follow you. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry. Okay.
So you apologize.
Follow me. Okay.
And I really just have this first part of the game memorized. So now these ones have laugh gas. Which I hate these guys, because in later levels where it's difficult, they can actually get you killed. Come on, dude. Run in front of me. There you go.
Okay, follow me. Okay.
What?
Work. Follow you. Follow you. He will follow me. Okay. Okay.
So, eccentric view on the avatar. So, to navigate this world, there's actually no navigational sounds like if you're on the left or the right side of the screen. It's purely just going to the screen, seeing if you can memorize it. Hardest part is trying to find objects like on screen, like if there's a lever, or later when you have to slap to release the spirits, like the locks. I can tell they're on screen, but I can't tell where they are. But from like jumping or climbing up ledges or dropping down or falling down holes, or there are a limited number of footsteps per screen. If they're flat, that is a constant number. So through that, I'm able to figure out where I'm able to navigate. But I use mostly memorization to do it. But I need to start... I've been playing way too many modern games. I keep trying to move with WASD. Yeah, CLS Tool, thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it. Yes, yeah, you got it. Richard, that is an excellent description of it. What? Okay, lever. More laughing gas. See, like here, I go to the wall, and I know if I take one step back and go up, I go through the door. And then you come in here. See, if you just let these guys follow you into the next room, if you sneak, but you don't slap them first, they'll run in there, wake the guy up, and get you killed. Come on, dude. Run in front of me. There he is.
Okay, follow me. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so now I have to sneak. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Aw, I miscounted. There we go. Now this one you have to tell him to work and work it yourself too. But then I can do this. Jump, jump, door. 3, 4. Oh. There it is. No, wrong one.
Hello, follow me. Okay, okay.
Yeah. You die a lot. Now, if I'm right, that's save state. I think. So if you do stuff, was that save state? Can you guys let me know real quick? Because I don't really want to die and have to start it all over again. Yeah, slogs, scrabs, paramites. I think that's a save state, because if you try to do stuff like this, like, I can make it! Oh, I actually made it. It wasn't so... Oh, whoops. So it loads you back where your save state was. That's what enabled me to pass this game. And the AI is dumb, so I'm just gonna sneak on by. Goodbye! Now watch this. I'm totally gonna trick the AI. If we can do it right. Hey, sucker! Here! Whoops. Now, the great thing about these guys is their audio, because it's a beep, 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 beep. The high beep is the green. Yeah, this is the first level from the game. Yep. And I left those workers drained because you can't save them yet. I don't remember if it's control or... Now I'm gonna do mind control because I've played the game before. When you hear that sound, that means you found technically a secret. But see, I'm kind of in the background. I don't think that's something they did in... no, Odyssey had a background. There we go. Was my trial and error? All of it. 100% trial and error. Ow. So some areas took me a while.
Oh yeah, hello, follow me. Okay.
And this guy is mysteriously gone somehow.
Oh yeah, hello, follow me. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, hello, follow me. Hi, okay.
Hi! Two, three, four, five, six. And of course, later parts of the game I don't have as memorized because I haven't played them hundreds of times like I have this part. I do. It's like I played the game before or something. Yeah, if we can get this working, I would love to do a playthrough of this game because it is actually, if you're willing to put in the memorization and everything, it's actually quite accessible. Because I've done nothing to this game, like to mod it or emulate it or anything. Yep. Although I think shooting slogs is kind of fun too. Because they're kind of mean. Oh, Ultra Dolphin 64, cool. If you can tell me how you cropped it, that would be awesome. We can share details there. What? You gotta be really sneaky. See if I can do it. No, wait, let me memorize what button it is. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Oh, I always miss that.
Oh yeah. Follow me. Okay.
No, because Odyssey doesn't have save state.
Follow me.
So it makes it really hard to actually try challenging things. Okay. We will set something up and we'll get it working. If this sounds like it would be a good series. Oh, shut up, all of you. Alright, okay. You ready, brothers? Let's do this. Come on, let's go. Come on, you can do it. Come on, I believe in all of you. Come on. Yeah. I love messing with the AI. Though I don't know if any of them ran past their things. Oh, some of them are still coming. I think I'm gonna do that again. Oh, lots of death. Yeah, see? Save state, it was built into the game by default. And now the remake, the New and Tasty, which is the remake of Odyssey, has save state. And so does Soulstorm. Now that I'm done playing around.
Work.
Something to drink.
Yeah, so Richard, it does have its own save state.
By Gluckins, it's probably bad for you.
What a wuss.
I hear you.
Look, Abe,
We came all this way just to help you.
Well, but
It's not unreasonable that we are just a little bit thirsty. Now is it?
Yeah, but
in case you didn't notice, we just walked across a desert.
So back off, Stitch Lips.
But no. I tried to stop them. But they drank the brew anyway. Lots of it. Then they got all sick looking. But they still wanted more. That's when I figured this whole thing out. Brew is made from our bones! This is bad. What do I do now?
What do you do? How about leading us out of here?
Okay.
I find this hilarious.
Okay.
But...
Oh! Oops. I forgot he was blind.
Help me rescue the rest of them.
I can't believe it. That's him. It's that ape guy. Promotion. Here I come. Freeze.
All right. This next section, there's a bunch of secrets and everything, but I'm going to run through this so we can get to the slog part, because that's kind of cool. Okay, let's not mess this up. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Okay, save state here. Okay, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, run, jump, run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Duck, run, 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 roll, 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 roll. Whee! Thunk. Kiss me!
Oh, yes.
Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Now we're getting serious. Yeah, and the running parts are fun. Hard to memorize though. Puppies! Puppies are cute. And one challenge is also trying to find levers like this during all the noise. Alright, so this is how I do this part. I kind of cheat movement, so I just start hopping. Turn around. Oh! I hopped too much. So that's what happens when you get eaten by those. Oh, come on! Let's see if I can do this. Oh, I didn't get it in time. Nope, there's not enough time. Yeah, bye Eisner. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Oh, I moved myself. I'm gonna go for it. And stop! Oh! Yeah! Aww! Okay, let's just do this for real. Well, I went the wrong way. Well, let's try to do the running again then. No, 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 no! Run! Yeah, they're not the cutest puppies. Die! I know if you can get to this lever fast enough, you can shut him up there without you dying, so... There we go. Yeah, the big screeching bugs, the scraps, they're pretty intense. Alright, what time is it now? Okay, I can play for a little bit more, if you guys are doing okay. I gotta remember which button to throw, though. I think it's Z. Nope, not Z. Not a control. Not shift. It is Z. Okay. Ow. Oh, okay. Hop 7. Yeah. Now, I don't remember where the hole is. Is this it? Nope. There we go. Oh, Midnight's at it again. Midnight, it's okay, bud. He'll eventually stop. I want to empty my rocks so I can get brand new ones. Okay. There we go. I think I'm out of rocks. Yep. Oh! Ooh, I almost got chopped there. There we go. Oh, and in case anybody's never played this game and see what these things can do to you, they do that. Bork, bork. Yeah, I don't remember where the bone drill started. Okay, run, 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 jump! Oh, the reason my dog is barking is because I'm actually going to, well, I can't say that word on YouTube either, but another one of my hobbies is I actually go, I like pew-pews, is the word that most YouTubers use for it. So I go to the pew-pew range. We're going there today. Bork, 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 bork. 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 Oh! Whoops. Midnight. That's enough. I gotta remember where I am. Oh, I dropped down. That's right. Oh, jeez. I think I'm out of rocks. Cool. Bork, bork. Dog, yep. Okay, so good question, Richard Black. The trap does not give audio cues on what side it is or if they're heading up and down. But what you can do is if you exit the screen and come back, it always starts on the right side. So there's one way to do that. There's parts in the game where you have to go through a bunch of bone drills all at the same time. And really there's no way for me to do it except do trial and error. Just throw the rock. I'm trying to get that last one. Oop. There we go. Okay, now I want to empty my rock so I have a fresh batch. Okay. Oops. Yeah, start state queue. That's a good way to put it, Richard. Well, let's see if I cleared enough to jump through here. Nope. There we go. All right, I think that's where we'll leave it for today. So not only did you... Oh, but I gotta show this. Watch this. These are blind ones, so they follow towards you, but then they walk past you and they dunk.
Follow me.
See, he just keeps going. Dunk.
Follow me.
See, so they just keep going until they either die, walk off a cliff, or run into something. So, which makes them kind of annoying to deal with when you have a bunch of them at once and you're trying to tell them to stop and they won't. Donk? Oh yeah, donk. Alright, so that's where we'll leave for today. But I really want to do a walkthrough of this game. If we can get it actually capturing okay with my display and keep notifications from popping up and stuff like that, we can actually get that done. Because that would be really cool since you can kind of see that the game is highly accessible if you're willing to do the memorization. So, but one of my favorite games ever. So let me come back online.
JAWS. Ops 27.1.3 left parent 64 home default microphone left default microphone left audio mix list box X mix list box home default microphone.
All right, guys. Man, it's been 3 hours. We did this for 3 hours, and it would be cool. Thank you, Markcore Management. Yep. Donk. Yep. Okay. Yeah, well, like I said before, I have done that game 100%, but I haven't captured it on video, so that would be cool to do. So, I would like to thank you guys for showing up today. We got a lot done today. 3 hours goes really quick. I hope you guys have learned a little bit more about me as a content creator and as a person, not just someone who sits behind a microphone. I hope I've given you some experience of what old audio games and newer ones are sounding like. That gives us some more content possibilities in the future, and featuring the game that got me all started. So I hope this was a good 100 viewer special for all you guys. You guys have been wonderful. I never thought that I would get this many followers on Twitch. I know a lot of you came from my YouTube channel, and I thank you for that. But we will be back to normal tomorrow with Portal. And I'm sorry to say, I know this kind of puts a damper on the momentum, but next weekend I have a commitment all weekend, so I will not be streaming Saturday or Sunday. So we'll just kind of use that as this is our 100 viewer special. We'll take a break next weekend, but the weekend after that we will be back up and running with Zelda and Portal. But please join me tomorrow for Portal at 7. We're going to try to get through more of Chamber 15. And I hope you guys have found inspiration in this video and this stream. I hope you guys take that and go be the inspiration in someone else's life. And please stay tuned to TrueBlind Gaming. Thank you guys.
End default microphone left be right back 406 ending 5. Be right back. Ending 506. Sources. Scene transit. Duration edit spin box. 2. Controls. Ops 27.1.3. Stop recording checkbox. Stop streaming checkbox check.